Howdy do! Let's learn about Newton's three laws. It's easy as A, B, C. Come on, 1, 2, 3.
Our project is Newton's three laws of motion. This is Block 5, Luke and Joey.
The date is February 11th, 2017.
Newton's first law of motion.
If the net force of an object is 0, then the motion of the object doesn't change.
So as you can see by that demonstration, that Luke had a net force of 0 laying on the ground and was at rest. But when we applied a force to it, it moved in the direction the force was applied.
As you can see, that water bottle had a net force of 0 on it until I decimated it with my airsoft gun, and then the forces act on it, blowing it back.
Newton's second law of motion. So as you can see, we have two rocks here. One that is bigger than the other, and one has more mass than the other. You can obviously tell that this one has more mass. So according to Newton's second law of motion, acceleration equals net force divided by mass. So if we take this rock and we throw it with the same force as this one, what do you think will happen? So let's just throw this one first. So it landed right about there, as you can tell. Now we'll take this one with the same amount of force. See, that one did not go as far for a reason. Because the mass of this one is greater than the mass of that one.
I have more mass than Joey Migliori, so it will be easier for me to throw it farther because the ball will accelerate because I have more force than him. So here we go.
He thinks he can throw it farther than me, but watch this.
Newton's third law of motion.
Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Today we're going to be doing Newton's second law of motion. It is the acceleration of an object is equal to the net force acting on the object divided by its mass.
When I made that wicked dunk, I exerted a force on the ground. But then the ground exerted that force back, sending me upwards. But then gravity pulled me down.
Hi, I'm Michael Jordan. Stop and learn about Newton's third law of motion. Here's an example. You see, I have a basketball here, and there is a basketball goal there. Now, I'm going to exert a force on this basketball goal by throwing a ball at it. Now, once I throw this ball onto the basketball goal, it will exert a force back to me, causing it to bounce back. Observe. Now, as you see, it bounced back to me because of the force I exerted, and it exerted a force back. Now let's see how, if I exert a harder force, how it can affect it. Oh!
Sup, it's your boy LeBron James, telling you about Newton's third law of motion. Newton's third law of motion is where one object exerts a force on another object, and then the other object exerts that force back. And three. Sup, my name is LeBron James, telling you about Newton's third law of motion. Newton's third law of motion is where one object exerts a force on the other object, and then the other object exerts the same amount of force back on the first object.
Works cited page